Let's put the pedal to the metal, as they say. With Rosa's help, I'm barely able to make it back into the passenger seat of a car. Okay, Anon, what do? What? I mean, what do you believe? I hadn't even thought of where to go. My idea was just walking around town until sunset. Oh, my idea of just walking around town until sunset seems like a bad idea now. But going back to my apartment, I can't let Rosa see how I live. Yeah, well, we just drive to the next address. No. 237 South St. Hammond Street. There's something weird, right, about the idea of people have the knowledge, like the extended lore, I guess, of wanting to work off of, and it's more tempered existence. I'm just saying, it creates for an interesting new generation, even if those people don't care, you know. Fuck. The words are out of my mouth before I know. That's the power of someone telling you what to do. Rosa chews her lip, hands hesitating on the keys. Knew it. No, I shouldn't have told her. She knows as well as I do what kind of neighborhood that is. Look, Rosa, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. There hasn't been a stabbing there in a couple of days. Stabbing? No, no lo creo. What does that mean? Wait, no, why am I... Hold on. I have a... Hold on. I own a Spanish dictionary. I can just look up the words with my hands. Man, the C section. It's like the biggest section is like words that begin with C and A. I don't know which one is bigger because it works out, but we're looking for creo. Cumplir. Oh, no werkwoord? Oh, that's interesting. Cuba. Official name, República de Cuba. Inhabitant is a Cubano or Cubana? Cubano. La Habana. Havana. Is the peso cubano. Neat. Creo. Crater. Credito, credo, crep. Crep! Interesting. I did read that right? No creo. Where is it? It's not in my book! Creso, crepon. It goes from Crenshaw to crep. I guess lo creo is the official, like, full terminology then. El. Weird. Yeah, honestly, I would think that they would just put everything as it was. Levar. Oh, that's a long one. Lo creo. The funny part is, I'm probably gonna read out words before I realize what I'm saying. And it's like, oh, that's a swear. Whoops. It's not in here. It's not in here. What? How is this not in here? Oh, it's a verb. That's why it's not in there. It's a verb. Hold on, I can find it. I know what I'm looking for. While we listen to this fucking cyberpunk soundtrack. What would it be? Would it be creas? I guess creas. Creativo. Yeah, here we go. Creer. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That doesn't make any sense. You know what? I'll just use Google Translate for this. Can you give me like the verb, like the you know, creer? Oh, it's 2 E's. That's why. There you go. I found it. Nice. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. I need to remember that verbs can be conjugated. El Nino is Spanish for the Nino, correct. But if it is El Nino, then it is a boy. Queso, cheese. Gringo. But what is Nolo? But what does low mean in that context? That's the thing I'm wondering. Oh, that's it. Ah, that's what. I noticed that in Spanish, you very often tend to leave pronouns out of the equation. You don't say I am, you just say am. I've noticed. Shaking her head, Rosa keys the ignition on, not caring to check before speeding off the curb. I'm taking you to my house. No arguing! Oh, we don't even get like an Rosa's tone knocks my feeble protests away like a 10-pound ball right down the center lane. Anon, you're currently dying from a baller to the spine. Stop pretending you have any gusto. I kept silent after that. No arguing with her when she gets in this mood. No arguing when you're half dead, my man. You're like 50% corpse, 20% skill. Oh, what the hell is this? Someone is telling me the Japanese Twitter is moving on to where? Apparently they don't like the latest thing where like you can't properly block people. What the fuck is going on with Twitter? Like is Elon this fucking desperate for like everyone has to pay attention to him that he's just gonna force you to? Like, come on, man. Everyone knows the True Social is Trump's little personal website. Come on. You're just gonna scare everyone away. You gotta be smarter about it. Hire someone very smart to make it happen for you instead of thinking you're the smartest person in the room. Just saying. Anon is not alright. He fell downstairs, like a lot of stairs, and he broke every bone in his body like twice. And he's pretending he has any amount of gusto. He's dealing with a fierce Latino woman who we already know is willing to exercise people. Like, you ain't doing stuff at this point, Anon. You're just a corpse waiting to be resurrected from some nice, hot, spicy tamale. And, you know, breathing and talking. Yeah, like, this is the part that I think kind of gets underlooked. Like, in the original version, Anna's like, I'm so fucked up. I'm so fucked up. Like, come on, my man. Don't even pretend. And, you know, talking and breathing feels like my insides are on fire. I wonder which is worse. I think neither. The rest of the trip out to Rosa's house passes. I mean, admittedly, because it's such a long trip, I imagine that he's going to be alright. Like, he kind of heals along the way, provided that the road isn't... Oh, God, if the road is bumpy, Anna's just... it's just dead. Save for my involuntary... I fucking knew it! Save for my involuntary curses at each bump of the road, and Rosa's muttered apologies. I don't think either of us said anything. Why isn't she driving slower? Like, why are you speeding? Until... I mean, I've been on, like, very janky back roads, right? And it really, like... Yes, you can't help everything, but this gives the impression to me that Rosa's is, like, flooring it more than anything. Actually, I've never been in a state of such pain. I guess it could be. Thinking about it, I've been on some really bad roads. Hey, Rosa. Mercifully, Rosa had slowed the car down and she hit the gravel road. Wouldn't the gravel road on our fucking farm be a lot... Look, wouldn't that be straight? Doesn't a gravel road automatically self-correct itself? Because all the just saying, Anon, this should be like a straight section. Okay? Are you, trans? Okay? I just heard about you talking to this kid called Sage and like... You being on the beach or something? But that might have just been when I blacked out from hitting the ground. And no, I do not know the Sage you are talking about. But I'm terrified at the proposition. Are your parents home today? Rosa gives me a quick smile. Nope, it is just us, Minoville. Man, she sounds as nervous as I am. As Rosa promised, the house is quiet as we shuffle through the front door. Glad they're getting some mileage out of this. I really like this backdrop. The lack of delicious smell feels wrong somehow. Rosa, you didn't need to carry my... Shush. Rosa dumps our backpacks by the door. Cuts to Sage tied up. Sage, we didn't have the money to get to get any art of you. I mean, I know it's because they didn't know what Sage was at the time. That makes it sound like Sage isn't it, but you know what I mean. Like, no data, not enough information. They couldn't work with anything. Oh, man. Sure not appearing in this parody. You know, that's the kind of shit you put in, like, the credits sequence. You know, that's like one of those anime. Toy Story and all did that, right? They did like the blooper reels in the credits. Which, by the way, for an animated series is very impressive. They went through the trouble of doing that. I imagine the animators had a lot of good laughs at that. But, you know, you have the animated sequence at the end, and Sage is like, "Hi, guys, I was on an exchange program." And I was like, who? Rosa dumps our backpacks by the door. Come, let's get you lying down. Slowly, Rosa, now turned into a lowercase Rosa. I can't imagine Rosa being anything lowercase. Leads me down the hall, my heart rate quick. Anon, you're dying. Your boner should be equally dead. It's like someone needing a speed back inside my chest. Like, after this, I imagine you're just a limp thing. I mean, this looks oddly messy. This looks like a vacation room, you know? You know, like they just unpacked a little bit, but for the most part, they didn't really, you know, do anything with the room. Rosa's room isn't what I expected. With that beautiful and caring Rosa, it's a shock to see her room is as messy as mine. Her desk is a mess of paper, some school assignments, and others look like planned magazines of some type. Photos dot the wall above the desk. Framed family photos hanging side by side with Polaroid snapshots of her. Now you're Gurgifying stuff? Come on. The bed is a mess of clothes. A mountain with Rosa's quickly excavating with reckless abandon. This looks like the average Slavic room. Yeah, they got the emergency Jesus just in case someone gets possessed, you know. Sorry for the mess, Anon. Let me just... I lean on the desk for support, clutching my side. Don't worry about it. You should see my own room. Clothes and cornflakes everywhere. Cornflakes? I carefully look at anything up. I mean, admittedly, I'll let that one slide because that's actually perfectly sensible for this scene. Yeah, it's for my pet. You have an animal to No, that's French. By the way, I'm not even kidding. The French, for some reason, insist on fully writing that shit out. What is a pet? In French, it's animal de compagnie. Of course, it's your... It's Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with you, French people? What is it in Spanish, though? I don't know. Mascota. Hey, I like that one. Mimar. Oh, no, this is for petting. I would like to look for the noun, thank you. Wait. Oh, no, that is. Huh. How quaint. How quaint. And then it also says animal de compagnie. You have a pet Minoville? I could see the gears inside of Rosa's mind grinding to a halt. You mean the cockroaches? Admittedly, the cockroaches aren't pets as much as they are just mascots of the building. They've lived there longer than anyone else. Your pet you feed cornflakes? Rosa pauses her cleaning, shooting me a questioning glare. Well, he's a Roomba, so... Rosa gives me a look. One that has been passed from woman to man for centuries. Just get on the bed, Tonto. Tonto? I think you mean Tanto, made of the finest Nippon steel. Hey, I saw that smile. You want another bruise? I hold my hands up and... Jesus fucking Christ, Rosa. This man is a wreck. He has been reduced to ashes, to scrambles. And you're like, hey, you want to get fucked up? You want to die? Rosa mind her hamster? Yeah, Rosa's mind being fucking hamster. That's great. I love those. Rainbow's no pet. He's his family. Seeing a smile like that may have helped my mood, but it wasn't in the original like Anon just gets more fucked up the more he tries to be emotional. There we go, Minovio. Nice and easy. Clenching my teeth, I managed to swing both legs onto the bed. Still, it's like a I'm suddenly aware of the colored crucifix above Rosa's bed. Probably shouldn't sweat. That's not how that works, Anon. Jesus Christ doesn't have a microphone in that thing. That's the Catholic Church you're thinking of. Family. You don't understand. I have to go back for Rainbow. He's like family. Why did he die when I went on summer camp? Wait, haven't I been wearing that... Okay, I was about to comment on something else that came to mind. It's like the whole crucifix thing doesn't show up on the character and doesn't seem to have done anything other than being a gift Rosa gives him. Like, the parents didn't comment on it in the kind of way that it feels like a gratuitous detail. you know, there for the kicks instead of for any practical purpose. But good, we're bringing it up. He didn't even think about it. Wait, haven't I been wearing the... Wouldn't Fang or anyone have commented on this in the meantime? This feels like something someone else should have brought up at the minimum. Instead of just when he first started wearing it. You know, it's like, hey, you're still wearing that thing, you weirdo? Wait, haven't I been wearing the crucifix Rosa gave you this whole time? Comfortable? Compared to my bed back in the skin rose, like lying on a cloud. Echo, camp, cookie, camp. Echo's broken. No. I really should do something about the echo around here. Yeah, thanks. Just relax, I'll get the medicine kit. Do you mean the first aid kit? I don't need medicine, I need bandages and disinfection. Rosa gives my hand a squeeze before heading down the hall, leaving me alone. In a room. In my girlfriend's room. On her bed. Anon, you would literally die the second she, like, sits on top of you, let alone the rest of the actions required. Like, one hug from Rosa just snaps you in half.